Lord, this is why I fled. I knew you are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love. Now take my life. It is better for me to die than to live.
Is it right for you to be angry?
Do you know the story of the man who swallowed a fish in the Bible? Sorry, I mean the man who was swallowed by a fish. His name was Jonah. The word of the Lord came to Jonah, son of Amittai.
Go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness has come up before me.
Nineveh was a powerful and violent city. God's message was a warning, but also an invitation to repentance. Jonah heard the command clearly, but Jonah chose to run. Instead of going to Nineveh, Jonah went down to Joppa. There he found a ship bound for Tarshish, the opposite direction. He paid the fare, boarded the ship, and sailed away, attempting to flee from the presence of the Lord. But God had not abandoned Jonah. The Lord sent a great wind upon the sea, and a violent storm arose. The ship was in danger of breaking apart. They threw the cargo into the sea to lighten the ship, but Jonah had gone below deck. There he lay down and fell into a deep sleep.
How can you sleep? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us so that we will not perish.
Desperate, the sailors decided to cast lots to discover who was responsible for the disaster. The lot fell on Jonah.
Tell us, who is responsible for this calamity? What do you do? Where do you come from?
I am a Hebrew. I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land.
The sailors were terrified. They knew Jonah was running from the Lord because he had already told them. As the sea grew more violent, they asked Jonah what must be done.
What should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?
Pick me up and throw me into the sea, and it will become calm. I know this storm has come because of me.
At first, the sailors refused. They tried to row back to land, but the sea only grew worse. Finally, they cried out to the Lord.
Please, Lord, do not let us die for taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable.
They lifted Jonah and threw him into the sea. Immediately, the sea became calm. The sailors feared the Lord. They offered sacrifices and made vows to him. The Lord provided a great fish to swallow Jonah. Jonah remained in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. From inside the fish, Jonah prayed.
In my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the depths of the grave, I cried for help, and you listened. You hurled me into the deep. All your waves swept over me. When my life was fading away, I remembered you, Lord. Salvation comes from the Lord.
The Lord commanded the fish, and it released Jonah onto dry land. Then the word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time.
Go to the great city of Nineveh and proclaim the message I give you.
This time, Jonah obeyed. Nineveh was a vast city, requiring 3 days to walk through.
40 more days, and Nineveh will be overthrown. 40 more days, and Nineveh will be overthrown.
The people believed in God. A fast was declared. From the greatest to the least, they put on sackcloth. When the message reached the king, he stepped down from his throne, removed his royal robes, and sat in the dust.
Let everyone call urgently on God. Let them give up their evil ways and violence. Who knows, God may yet relent and show compassion.
God saw their repentance, and he relented. The destruction he had threatened did not come, but Jonah was greatly displeased.
Lord, this is why I fled. I knew you are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger and abounding in love. Now take my life. It is better for me to die than to live.
Is it right for you to be angry?
Jonah sat east of the city. God provided a plant to give him shade, and Jonah was relieved. But the next day, God sent a worm. The plant withered.
Then God sent a scorching east wind. Jonah became faint and again wished to die.
Is it right for you to be angry about the plant?
It is, Jonah said.
You cared about a plant you did not grow. Should I not care about Nineveh, a city of more than 120,000 people and many animals?
And the story ends there, not with an answer, but with a question.
You can run from God's assignment, but you can't run from God. Jonah physically left in the opposite direction, yet God was still present, on the sea, in the storm, and even inside the fish. Avoiding God's call doesn't cancel it, it only complicates the journey. Disobedience doesn't affect only you, it affects others too. Jonah's choice put innocent sailors in danger. Our actions, especially when we ignore God's direction, often have consequences beyond ourselves. Repentance is always possible, no matter how far you've gone. From the depths of the sea to the heart of Nineveh, repentance changed everything. Jonah prayed from inside the fish. An entire city turned back to God, and God responded with mercy both times. God's compassion is bigger than our sense of justice. Jonah struggled because God forgave people he thought didn't deserve it. The story reminds us that God's mercy is not limited by our opinions, past mistakes, or national, cultural, or moral labels. God cares more about people than our comfort or pride. Jonah was more upset about losing a plant than about a city being spared. God used that moment to show that human lives matter far more than personal convenience or wounded pride.